Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to bisect an angle using a compass and a ruler. So I have an angle here, and the first step is you're going to take the point of your compass and you're going to place it, the distance doesn't matter, or the radius I guess of your compass doesn't matter. You put the point on the vertex of your angle and you're going to draw two marks, keeping the radius the same, one where you intersect one side of your angle and the other where you intersect the other side. Then what you're going to do, you're going to take your and actually I will show you this while I do it. These line segments will now be congruent because I didn't change the radius of my compass. So then I can put the point of my compass on the intersection of that mark and the side of my angle. I'm going to make an arc roughly in the middle. I know that the angle bisector goes through the middle of your angle. So I make my arc roughly in the middle, and then I go to the other side at the other mark I put on my angle, the other side of the angle. I make another arc that intersects the first, and now I know, because if I draw a line here, now that didn't really go through the right spot, so it's going to be a little off. Oops. But more like that. So not the best, but anyways, if you put a line here to that point, and then here, brings me to a good point. It is important to kind of account for the thickness of your lead so you don't make that mistake. But because I kept the radius of my compass the same when I made these two marks, this line segment will be congruent to that line segment. And there's two triangles here. They share a side in the middle. So because of the side-side-side theorem, we know the triangles are congruent, so their corresponding angles will be congruent. So that's why it works, and that's the process of doing it. Now I'm also going to show you how to make a perpendicular bisector for a line segment, and this will be used when you make a circumscribed circle around a triangle. So I have some line segment. This could be the side of a triangle. The first step, you're going to make sure your compass's radius, the distance between the point and the pencil, is more than halfway across your line segment. You can kind of just eyeball this. This is clearly more than halfway. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two arcs, one on the top of this line segment, roughly in the middle, it would go about there, and the other on the bottom of this line segment, roughly in the middle. Now I'm going to turn my paper over, and I'm going to do the same thing from the other side. So now I'm going from point A, making an arc there that intersects, and point B, making an arc there that intersects. And we're not going to prove it, but this would create your perpendicular bisector. So this is a line that divides this into two congruent pieces, and it forms a right angle. And these are the main things you will need to use to construct a inscribed circle and a circumscribed circle.